You don't think A.J. Brown has that? A.J. ruled out?
Ruled out.
Yep. John just tweeted it.
Holy piss. Damn, dude. What the fuck? I'm sorry. I mean, wait a minute. You're telling me that Landon Dickerson can play fucking 75% and fucking this guy is ruled out with a light hamstring injury?
Tony says they're trading him.
They're fucking trading him.
Dude, if they fucking trade, I will go scorched earth on this team. If they trade him at 5-2 in the middle of a fucking season coming off a Super Bowl, I will go scorched. You think I was mean to Jalen Hurts last week? I will go scorched fucking earth on Howie Roseman. Unless you bring me back Myles fucking Garrett, I don't want a draft pick. I don't want any of that bullshit. I don't want a draft pick. No. What do you mean? A draft pick? We got the window right now.
This is wild. This is fucking wild. I see players, nobody's healthy right now. You got a bye coming up. Bro, you're telling me you can't go out there as a decoy? He's been a decoy most of the year.
I'm texting John right now. Are we sure they're not trading him? Are we sure he's not on the trade block?
John's going to fire back no, because that's what the
organization. I don't care. I want him to at least tell me no, so I know. Okay, John, I'll take your word for it. But if you're wrong, I know where it is. You know,
dude.
Benny, I agree with you. I don't think they're actually trading him. That's why I just said that seemed insane to me. You're 5-2 right now. I mean, you're going to trade him 1 year off a Super Bowl? One other thing, though. I just gave you.
You blew up the defense.
Bro, if they trade him for Myles Garrett, I'll be okay. Okay? I'll be good. In fact, I'll understand.
How about Sauce Gardner in a 3?
No. How
about Jermaine in a 1?
Ooh.
Remember this. The Jets are going to be in the top 3 picks in the April draft. Okay?
I'll say this. A lot of people like to chirp at Sills because, oh, he's this, and he says this about the Eagles, and he does. This isn't Big Sills. This is weird. This is not a Big Sills narrative here. This is weird.
Weird.
It's weird. I didn't see him get hurt. With the trade deadline is 2 Tuesdays from now. But remember, the Eagles have a bye week next week.
Dude, so guys are fucking hurt all over the league right now.
This is their last game before
Mike Evans, before he got hurt on Monday night, was nursing a hamstring. He was 75% going into that game. And he played.
I hate fans like this. Bro, I don't know you. I don't know you from a can of paint, but I hate the way you're a fan. I do. I don't hate you personally, but I hate the way you're a fan of the game. He says the guy is missing a game. What type of clickbait nonsense is this? Well, Hurts season. What did you say when Trey Hendrickson missed the game last week because he was in trade rumors? He's only out because they're trading him, right?
I bet you Hendrickson is not on the.
So you choose your narratives, though. You only will listen to it when it's not your favorite football team.
How about this? I bet you anything Hendrickson is not on that Bengal team after November 4th.
John said yes, period, to are we sure he's not on the trade block?
Okay, so you're just holding him out of a divisional game on a guy who tweaked his hamstring. Sure. And you got a bye on the other end of this. I'm sorry, dude. And you got Diane Rossini, who's telling you that the owner and everybody have to sit down and coddle this guy. You got the Philly, get this, the Philly media doesn't get it right. Because who does Bob Lane go to when he wants a national story out? You know what's funny? And I'm going to call people out here on this. Anytime a national fucking story on the Philadelphia Eagles goes out, not one local guy has it. It's either Adam Schefter or it's either Ian Rappaport or it's Diane Rossini.
So Cam Jurgens has been ruled out. A.J. Brown has been ruled out, not Jalen. Adoree Jackson and Azeez Ojulari. and Brandon Graham is not going to play, and Jacorian Bennett is not going to play.
That makes that game tighter, dude.
I know, but there's two things I like actually about BG not playing. It's because now they have to put Campbell on the edge. So Nakobe Dean's going to be out there, and I think Nakobe Dean's a much better matchup on Cam Scatterbill. So I like that for the run defense.
True.
That part of it I like.
True.
But no A.J. Brown is a tough hit. I mean, no Cam Jurgens. You're missing two big pieces of this offense. Now, Cam Jurgens.
Let me say this to you. So you got your pass game going last week because you had one guy going on the other end. Now you're losing one of the components in that pass game, and you can't get your run game going. You're losing Cam Jurgens. You got an injured Landon Dickerson.
Darius Cooper is questionable. Only one. Jacorian ruled out. Brandon ruled out. AJ ruled out. Adoree ruled out. Jurgens ruled out. Ojulari ruled out. The only one with a questionable next to his name is Darius Cooper.
I don't give a shit what anybody says. This is the weirdest shit I've ever seen. By the way, we'll read all your supers at the end. Please hit the like button.
No, roll Philly. I mean, if he actually is hurt, then you're right. If he actually has a hamstring problem, then I get it. I get it. I just didn't see it. And around the trade deadline, it's a little weird. That's all I'm saying. I mean, you can make of it what you will. I'm just saying, I think it is odd.
It's always tough to question players' injuries.
Yeah, it is. And I don't think AJ would fake an injury. I don't think it's that. I think it's more about if an organization is trying to make
But I don't think it's over the top to question motives.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it is at all. In fact, any logical person would.
Okay, I mean, you think there's more mental health stuff here? Diane Rossini in that interview supposedly was talking about mental health issues with AJ. Remember something, Lane Johnson missed some time for mental health. Did he miss like 4 games?
Yeah, he missed some games.
Hey, dude, I'm just trying to figure this out.
I hear you. I'm not. That one's a tough one for me to speak on. I will say, for those who don't know, this is something that AJ Brown has dealt with. There's a great question that he answered back when he was in Tennessee about he spoke openly about he almost took his life. So I'm not I know people like to make a joke of that stuff.
It's not a joke.
It's fine. I'm not going to speak about it or speculate on where AJ is mentally. I'll say I don't think so because he's been out of practice and he was walking around and stuff. I don't think it's that, but it is something that AJ's been open about dealing with in the past. And
team 2.
Yeah. So look, maybe it's something there. I don't know though. I hope not, man. I hope AJ's good. I'm an AJ Brown fan, man. I like AJ Brown. I've always been an AJ Brown fan. I think he's got obviously a great.
I think he's great for the team.
He's a great football player. There's no doubt about that. And I think he's got a mindset. People got to remember there was a moment in 2023 when the team was collapsing that a mic came out of AJ on the sideline talking kind of not ripping into players, but if somebody's got to be the guy on the sideline that upsets people because we got to get the most out of ourselves, I'm going to be that guy. So that's still the way AJ Brown is. And that's probably why he's been tweeting, but I don't know what to make of it. It is weird perfect coincidence that his hamstring gets, right at the trade deadline. I don't know. I get it. But I hope he's good. I'm going to
tell you this. If they lose Sunday and you got an off week, bro, the whole thing is going to be on fire. 5-3 at the break is not what the Eagles thought. And the Giants sweeping you? Dude, it's not that you're not better. Your talent level got closer to the shitty Giants when you lose.
It's like that thing you did. You start here and they're there.
Yeah.
A little bit. But remember, they did lose. They are without Paulson Adebo and Javon Holland. And they might be without Burns. I think Burns
aren't as big as your losses. My meaning is this.
All right, well, let's redo our score predictions. You had 28-17. Now no AJ, no Cam, no Brandon Graham, no Ojulari, no Adoree, no Jacorian Bennett. So you got Keely Ringo, you have Brett Toth, you have Jahan Dotson as wide receiver 2 in this football
And
game.
will Landon finish?
Landon's banged up per usual.
I got 21-17 Eagles.
You're going 21-17.
21-17.
All right, I originally had 31-20. I'm going to go 27-20. I think Jalen has a big game here.
That's my next. You think he does 2 in a row now? Without AJ and without Cam.
Choice, man. We don't have a choice. This is the year where last year was a year where everything worked. The complementary nature of your football team, the offense, the defense, the run game, everything worked. Even when they passed the ball. I know they didn't pass the ball a lot, but when they did, it worked. He was 71% completion percentage last year, Jalen Hurts. Last year was one of those years where everything worked. This is one of those years where your Super Bowl MVP, your elite quarterback, has to put the team on his back and go and win you some ball games. It's what I said in the summer when I predicted him to be in the MVP running. It's what I was bitching about 2 weeks ago when I was unhappy with Jalen Hurts. This year is going to require a different version of Jalen Hurts. And that different version means he's got to play like an MVP week in and week out. And will everybody agree with this? If Jalen Hurts doesn't have a great football game tomorrow, the team won't win the game. Does everybody agree with that or not?
Sunday, yes.
Sunday.
Yes. Yes. 1,000%.
That's how I view it. I think Jalen Hurts needs to play like an MVP week in and week out right now.
Let me add this little component to this whole thing that you just said. How do you think that affects the play calling with Kevin Patullo not having your number one ball handler in the offensive line, no center, and on top of that, you don't have your number one wideout that really kind of controls the passing game and how people look at that? How does that affect Kevin Patullo? I'm not even talking about Jalen Hurts. I'm talking about how that man, because I'll tell you what I saw on Monday night with Josh Gazard. He was fucking terrible. You know what he did? He had 12 rushing attempts because he panicked. And he got away from the run game. You know, Todd Bowles has been kicking his ass all week long saying, you learn from this, you can't abandon the run game. They abandoned it on Monday, and guess what they did when they did that? They got their fucking quarterback almost killed in the game. When you abandon the run game, you threaten the quarterback's health back there when you don't have a run game.
I agree.
How does that affect Kevin Patullo on Sunday?
Well, to be blunt, I think Kevin Patullo is already a stiff, so I don't think it's going to be good. No, I'm not even saying that to be funny. Like I don't think he's added anything to this team. So I don't think it helps him. I mean, he just lost his best wide receiver, who was already having trouble getting them the ball. I mean, he threw the ball to him 4 fucking times last week. He got a guy hit $120. Find me another receiver who gets 4 catches, $120, and 2 tutties. Imagine 10 catches. Again,
so does that mean Keely Ringo starting?
Keely Ringo is going to start. Yep.
Okay, so you told me you think that the Giants injuries in the secondary, it helps Philly, right? Well, do you think the injuries in the secondary to the Eagles help the shitty wide receivers for the Giants too?
Yeah, absolutely. But the only difference is who's better, Devontae Smith or Wan'Dale Robinson?
Okay.
And Jordan Humphrey.
2 nights ago, Jackson Dart was the best quarterback on the field.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. He was the best QB on the field. Was he not?
I think he had a better game. I think he had a better night. Yeah, I do. I think he had a better night. But
well, with that talent and the Giant talent beating the Eagle talent the way they did, I don't know. That was pretty much really the only thing that was close in that thing was a coin toss.
No AJ Brown. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be this game. The dynamic of this game is completely different.
Completely different. And see, it's the collective that you're talking here. No Cam, no guys in the corner, and no AJ. It's the collective. You see what I'm saying? I got you. Look at this. The group of talent that the Eagles are missing versus the group of talent that the Giants are missing. The Giants, dude, Their second team guys might be as good as the first team guys because it's not high level. You guys are here, and then you're going down to the giant level. The talent level of the Eagles dropped today.
Well, no doubt. I mean, AJ Brown.
Now, not worse than what the Giants are. You know what I would do to this Eagle team, too, if I was going to run the football? I'd go scatterboo on them stretch plays because I'm going to threaten them fucking ends because I heard you this morning talking to John about who's going to play. Tell the people who's going to play at edge in this game against the Giants.
What do you mean?
Jalix Hunt.
Yeah, Jalix Hunt. Josh Uche, who's actually been okay, but he's not an every down guy. But he's been okay in getting pressure. You're going to have Campbell out there and Pat Johnson.
Okay. Well, I'm going to threaten that.
Well, I hear you. I'm not saying you're wrong. They're going to try. The edges have to either play great or get walked on. And they're not great edges. We don't have a great edge group right now. Even Jahad Campbell. I mean, look, I like the player, but he's never played edge. He's the smallest recorded edge since the 1970s. Think about that. He's not built to be an edge rusher. He's an off-ball linebacker. Right. Now, I think one day he could be that, maybe, but right now he's learning it on the job.
I like your take on getting Dean. You got to get Dean on the field.
Yeah, and Dean. Well, that's the advantage of this. Now there's no question. Campbell's going to be at the edge. Dean's going to be the linebacker. That's going to be good versus a team that wants to run the football. I don't know offensively. I mean, think about it. We're not running the ball well right now. I don't think it's because of Saquon. I think it's because of the offensive line. You still only have Brett Toss, so that's certainly not going to improve this week unless Jordan Mailata and Lane Johnson just have insanely good games and they do all sorts of crazy shit, which I don't think will happen. Dickerson still has the same health issues that he had a week ago and 2 weeks ago. Tyler Steen is what he is. He's a solid pass blocker. He's not that great in the run game. So does the run game get going? And now the passing game, which looked great last week, just lost its best weapon. I mean, go watch the game tape from the Vikings game. They were all over AJ. There's the reason that Devontae's able to run free when he's able to. I mean, this game has a much different personality going into it now with no AJ Brown.
By the way,
it's got to be a Jalen Hurts game, folks. Jalen Hurts game.
Last week, the Giants hung in there with the Broncos too.
Yeah, hung in there. They were the better team.
Yeah.
They were the better team last week. They lost the game in the fourth. They had a worse fourth.
They don't know how to win yet.
Yep, I agree. This is a Jalen Hurts game. I like that Hurts season. It's a Dallas Goedert game too. Dallas Goedert should be able to torch them.
Devontae Smith says that A.J. Brown is a critical part of the team.
Yeah, I heard that.
A leader in the locker room, and everyone knows where his heart is. Wow, man. I mean, I get this. I am really, honest to God, all bullshit aside here. No kidding, man. I can't get this A.J. Brown thing, bro. I don't know what the fuck to make out of it. I mean.
No, Drew Rosenhaus is not A.J. Brown's agent.
No, it's Jimmy Sexton.
Tory Dandy?
Oh, I thought it was Jimmy Sexton.
Oh, it might be Jimmy Sexton.
Okay.
They're both listed. Wait, let me look it up. Yeah, they're both listed. Tory Dandy and Jimmy Sexton.
Okay, Jimmy Sexton's a great Jimmy Sexton's a friend.
They're both at CAA.
Yeah.
By the way, did you hear Nick Saban's comment?
No.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's coming back. Well, he said an interesting remark. He said,
a $14 million a year will make that.
No, it won't be that. I think it'll be higher than that.
Okay.
Well, he said, I'm not interested in it. And don't start throwing out numbers because my wife is interested in those numbers and I'm not interested in the job. In other words, to start our negotiation, your number must wow my wife.
Yeah, you know what it is? Because what's his name? Signetti.
20 M's.
No way. I could see 15.
Would you Penn State giving him 20 M's a year for turning around in 3 to 5 years? He'll win a title at Penn State in 3 years. I guarantee it.
Oh, he'd win a title with that group this year.
Nick Saban.
If Nick Saban was the head coach of that Penn State talent, he'd win a national title this year. Dude, I get to recruit in New Jersey, Pennsylvania. I get to go to your St. Joe's. I get to go to Penn Hills in Pittsburgh. I get to go to Hershey, Western Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana.
Nick Saban, please don't go to Penn State. You're going to make me look the roof for Penn State. Please, Nick. Please.
Bro, I got to tell you, man.
If Nick Saban coming out of retirement, I'll fire Kalen DeBoer tomorrow. I don't care about the record.
I don't think he's doing a shitty job. He's
doing a good job, but he ain't Nick Saban. And if Nick Saban's coaching anywhere, he's coaching at the University of Alabama.
If A.J. Brown is playing anywhere, he's playing in Philly. He ain't playing anywhere like the Dallas Cowboys.
Fuck DeBoer. If Saban